So I think a lot of times as humans, we inevitably get very affected by people's comments. We care about people's perception. I think that's all natural. Maybe for some people it's a bit higher. Like for myself, I think I care a lot about people's perception. And there's nothing wrong with caring about people's perception. You know, people matter to us, right? But it's dangerous when it comes to a point when you let it define how you want to act, how you want to behave, especially if it's something really negative and has negative impact on your behavior. And that is the problem and dangerous part. So in the past, for instance, you know, let's say if people comment that my outfit is ugly, my dress is ugly, they will say like, hey, why are you wearing that dress? You know, I probably get really affected by it to the point where I just not wear that dress anymore, and maybe I also have feelings of self-doubt, you know, about my fashion sense, and I started doubting myself and, you know, my choice of outfit, you know, whether is it appropriate, that kind of thing. So yeah, I think that was me in the past, but over the years, you know, I just come to internalize that people can have their own opinion, but that doesn't mean that, you know, it has to dictate the way we behave, or it has to change the way we, you know, do certain things. Of course, we are also not in the position to change other people's behavior or their opinion. They can have their own opinion, but on our part, I think it's about how we want to respond, you know, whether we want to let these opinions bring us down, whether we want to, you know, conform to others' desires or expectations of us, especially if it's, you know, the example that I talked about, you know, my outfit. I think in life there are a lot of other things, you know, apart from the outfit, but the outfit is just an example to illustrate. Sometimes I've also come to see that it's also about having different perspective. You know, when people make a nasty remark, they make a remark that is unkind. I think sometimes it's also not that much about you or your dress or whatever. It's sometimes, you know, they might just be having a bad day, right? And, you know, sometimes they just need an outlet to vent their frustrations, and you just happen to be there as their target, right? So I think sometimes what people say has a lot to do with them and their own experience and circumstances that has nothing to do with you. So that also is something that I've learned over the years.